want to ask you about something that you said yesterday. Quote, "Oh, Barack Obama played the race card and he played it from the bottom of the deck." Why did you say that?
Well, I said it because the night before, in 3 separate appearances, Barack Obama made direct allusions to the fact that John McCain himself, and Barack Obama named John McCain, was going to come after him in this way. And we're not going to let anybody define John McCain in those terms. And so we did exactly what we should do as a campaign. We went out there and we said, no, we're not going to let this card get played. We're not going to put up with this. And we pushed back pretty hard.
But it was Senator McCain who drew first blood with that ad comparing Barack Obama to Britney Spears and Paris Hilton, 2 celebrities who are basically known for fluff. That's condescending.
Well, it's certainly a lot different than being called racist. And my gosh, Maggie, I mean, don't you think that an ad like that should be able to be aired if we choose to? I mean, it's one thing if others don't like our ad. We liked it. And it was talking about a contrast between the fact that Barack Obama is not ready to be president yet.
Yes,
because
Rick,
he is different on these issues.
But you just heard Rick Davis say that running an ad comparing Barack Obama to a celebrity is not the same as your camp calling John McCain a racist. What's your response?
Well, it's an outrageous thing to say because, of course, Barack Obama never called John McCain a racist.
Well, let's take one step back and figure out who brought up this race thing and what the implications are. Let me remind you of what your candidate said. Here's Senator Obama.
Okay.
Nobody really thinks that Bush or McCain have a real answer for the challenges we face. So what they're going to try to do is make you scared of me. You know, he's not patriotic enough. He's got a funny name. He doesn't look like all those other presidents on those dollar bills, you know?
What does that mean if it's not a suggestion that his race is going to be used against him?
Well, look, he said, by the way, he's said this repeatedly, as you've mentioned, all over the country. He's noted he's not from central casting when it comes to candidates for president of the United States. He's young. He's new to Washington. He's African American, so this is nothing new. But his main point was that the McCain forces were going to run a relentlessly negative campaign because they can't defend their record on the economy, they can't defend their record on foreign policy, and that's what we see. And now we see Senator McCain saying he's proud of his Britney Spears, Paris Hilton ad. That's what he said yesterday, and it's really a shame. I think the country expected more.
He can get up there and say they're going to make me sound too liberal or too risky, but when he says they're going to say I don't look like all those other presidents, why isn't that a direct reference to race?
Matt, you have to take what he said in totality. And by the way, you said you can interpret it any which way. He said it to a crowd in rural Missouri, 99% white. There were all kinds of press there. Nobody reported it as a racial comment. Nobody certainly said what Rick Davis just said, that he called John McCain a racist. The only time this became an issue was when Rick Davis and their campaign decided to kick it up and make it a racial issue, and that's exactly what they've been running
David,
a negative campaign for weeks.
What does the comment mean? If it's not a direct reference to race, what does it mean?
What he was saying, and he does this in a self-mocking way. Look, I know I'm not from central casting when it comes to presidents of the United States. I'm new. I'm relatively young. I haven't spent my life in Washington, and yes, I'm African American, and that's going to be some fodder. But it was not in no way intended or taken by the crowd or the media there in the way that the McCain campaign has portrayed it.
You took something that Barack Obama said that seemed to indicate that his opponents will say that he looks different than the other presidents on the dollar bills, and you said he's playing the race card. You said that. Now, Barack Obama has said these types of things before. Why are you seizing on this now to bring up something like race?
Barack Obama's never said that line before, and he said it 3 times night before last.
What jumps out at me here, Mr. Davis, is that Barack Obama has made similar statements to this in the past, so why jump up and cry foul now?
Well, I think, first of all, it's the first time that we've been in a situation where we've been one-on-one in a contest with Barack Obama. Secondly, he made these statements 3 different times the night before, and we just felt it was time to protect our candidate and really call out the Obama campaign and Barack Obama himself, because he's the one who levels the charge directly at John McCain, and we thought that was inappropriate.
You say that, although this could turn out to be one of those dicey moments, Mr. Davis, where, depending on your perspective, some people might listen to Senator Obama's comment and say, yeah, you know what, that is playing the race card. Others might listen to your statement or read your statement and listen to the comments of Senator McCain and say, no, that's where we're playing the race card. So could this turn out to be a pox on both your houses?
Look, I'm reacting to what the Barack Obama campaign did yesterday. We were reacting to what Barack Obama himself said about John McCain. And I think we were perfectly within our rights to protect our candidate and to point out that we're not going to lay down for these kinds of tactics. And I think that was fair. We'll let the chips fall where they may when it comes to how people perceive this. But we are not going to let anybody paint John McCain, who's fought his entire life for equal rights for everyone, to be able to be tainted as racist. We've seen this happen before, and we're not going to let it happen to us.